Okay, grabar. There we go. So let's see if you remember as we scroll down. Parcero, you know that.
Yeah.
¿Qué hubo?
Alright. That was like the other, like, what's up?
Yes. Estar prendido.
You said it's when you're just a little drunk.
Exactly. Mi llave.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Mi llave, my key. That's that.
Oh, like my friend, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
my
another like
friend.
partner kind of.
Yeah, although I think it sounds very bad. I don't like it. I've
Yeah.
never used it. It's only stuff that you would listen to from very uneducated people, in my opinion. Like, and
Yeah.
I hate to be called like that. Whenever I'm downtown and someone calls me like that, I'm like, shit, this guy is going to steal something from me.
Okay, so then it's good if a gringo uses that word, so I can be like, yeah, like they'll be like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's a good strategy. As a matter of fact, yeah, like, hey, you could say like "Kyo mi llave," and they would be like, "Oh shit, this guy, we must watch out." Okay, yeah, that's a good strategy. I hadn't thought about that one. Okay, let's see el parche.
It's like I want to say like the night, like how was the party or how was the evening or.
Yeah, it can be like the plan that you're into, or it can be like the crew that you're with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Dar papaya.
Yeah. Skip.
Skip. Parar bolas. You remember?
Nope. I don't know if it's the next level of drunkenness or what.
No, parar bolas is to pay attention. Something that you would
Okay.
tell like your little sister or like your girlfriend's kid or something like that. Like, pare bolas, pare bolas. Like, hey, you need to parar bolas to pass the exams at school or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, the next one is parchando.
Okay. So I don't know. Is that the next level? Like I said,
You were drinking very much last week. Parchando is hanging out. Like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, hanging out. You would say, parchando, aquí, con unos amigos o con unas amigas. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, by the way, do you know about emulators on PCs, like PS1 and PS2 emulators, like
Yeah.
how to install them and how to set them up with a gamepad?
Never done. I mean, I've just played emulation games. I've never played with a gamepad or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, because I want to play some video games with a gamepad, but I'm not sure if I need like more resources on my PC, like more RAM and video card thing. So maybe
like old, like what kind of games? Like
Yeah, pretty much PS1 and PS2.
Yeah, those should be able to be run on most computers, I would assume. But.
Yeah, maybe you could help me with that.
Okay.
Days. The next one, polas.
Polas, beer.
Beers, yes. Some people also say frías. Like, hey, let's grab some cold ones. So, frías, unas frías. La siguiente es rumba.
How do you say let's grab?
We wouldn't say let's grab, we would say like grab is like coger.
Okay.
But we wouldn't say that in Spanish for drinking beers. We would just say let's drink some beers. Vamos a tomar unas frías. Would you say in English, let's grab some cold ones?
You could, I guess.
But I mean, like, how likely is it that people will understand what I mean by that?
I mean, they would understand you.
Okay.
It seems like an older type of thing to say, I guess.
Okay.
Like something from the movies, like 20 years ago.
Okay, no, here you could say it. It's okay.
Well, Colombia's 20 years behind, so.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Okay, so
yeah, that actually makes sense.
Okay, so next, just pass.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I tell some gringos. Like it's not about the infrastructure because I consider the infrastructure quite nice, but I
Yeah.
think that the mindset that we've got probably some waves of speaking, like what we just mentioned, it's probably when it applies a third world thing.
Yeah.
Rumbear.
Okay, skip.
Siguiente, el hincho.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like something. Did you?
Hincho is the next level of drunk. Well, it's not the next one. I mean, the next one when you go from prendo to borracho and from borracho to hincho, which I don't like. I prefer llevado de la perra. And we would say like I would say like, hey, no, estaba llevado de la perra el fin de semana, and you could ask like, ¿se te borró el cassette? Cassette, I don't know how to spell that, but I think it's like that. So do you know what that question means? ¿Se te borró el cassette?
Se te borró el cassette.
No?
What's the el cassette?
Okay, like I mean, a cassette, like the one that, like the tapes, a cassette is like a tape.
Yeah.
So it's like did you, how do we say that, when you're so drunk that you pass out, right? Like that you just don't remember what it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty much like, did you pass out? Like, did you just lose track of yourself? Like you didn't know what you were doing or anything, right? So that's Se te borró el cassette. So pronunciation of that one, se te borró el cassette.
Se te borró el cassette.
There is a song by Maluma, and he says like borró cassette, I think. That's what he means. Like she says that she passed out and doesn't remember anything. Conveniently. Okay, the next one, Guaro.
Skip.
Yep. Lucas.
Dollars, bucks.
You know, I was texting.
No pesos.
I was texting a guy in English lately, and the suggestions on my keyboard, it was like 20 Lucas, and it was like but it was in English. I was typing in English. It was weird that it suggested, instead of saying bucks, it suggested Lucas. It was like the next one, Spanish pass, and she were to learn next. Choose by, I don't know what that is. La olla.
Said bad neighborhood.
What?
Said bad neighborhood.
Or a bad situation, right?
Bad situation.
Los tombos.
Los tombos. You said the police.
The cops. Yep. Me abro o ábrase. So, any idea what that means? Like, hey, Alex, I open myself. I open myself. As in, I open myself. Any idea?
You made it sound sexual, so.
No, not at all. It's like, hey, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Me abro. Hey, Alex, I'm leaving. Me abro.
I'll just stick to like irme.
To what?
I'll stick to irme.
Like me voy?
Yeah, but isn't it like like you can say like necesito irme?
Tengo que irme with someone natural.
Okay.
Tengo que irme. No, this is something that I would say with friends. Like maybe we're hanging out and I'm already tired and I just want to go home. I would say, hey, muchachos, mi abro, todo bien. Okay, I would say that. I
Okay.
sometimes say it. And now what I say, open yourself up. Open yourself up.
Uh,
Any guess?
well, no.
No. Okay, so that would be uh, like beat it, like fuck off, like okay, fuck off. Yeah, you're having like a not like a discussion with someone. You would be like, hey, you know what? Ahora sí, ahora sí, ahora sí, ahora sí. Ahora
So wait,
sí.
is that one phrase? Me abro or abrace.
Ahora sí is like the imperative form of that. Like I would demand you to leave. So I would say ahora sí. But I would say that if I'm angry with you some
Hmm.
way, if I'm yeah, if I don't want to see you anymore and I'm about to hit
Okay.
you or to have some like
So whenever
physical.
so whenever a mime is walking next to me on the street, I can tell him abrace.
But I mean, if he did something that actually bothered you, but not just because of the fun of it, yeah. So I
Well,
mean,
they always bother, and I think they should go away and
but
not
this sounds
exist.
very rude. But this
Yeah,
is
I wanna be the most rude you can be to those people.
okay. If that's what you mean, you could say ahora sí.
Okay, perfect.
But I was like so careful, like oh, I don't want you to be rude, and you're like, no, I want to be rude.
Well, the other day one like was walking by me, and I know how to avoid them,
Mm-hmm.
but then one of them touched me, and
Ah,
somebody touched me, then I just shoved him on the street. Like that's that's what I'm gonna do from now on. It makes me feel better.
yeah, and you would just say like, just look at my face, look at my face. That's a good thing that I'm doing video. So you can say like, no, ahora sí, ahora sí, ahora sí, and you will repeat the word like ahora sí, ahora sí, ahora sí, ahora sí. Okay.
Abrace. Okay,
Yeah, that's going to sound very rude. Okay,
perfect.
so just keep that in mind. That's going to sound very rude to whoever approaches you and is just offering you something. Like I wouldn't do that with someone who.
Yeah, with somebody asking for money or something, but like the mimes are the worst.
Okay, I wouldn't do it. That's my suggestion. I wouldn't do it, but it's up to you. I'm just here to teach you how to be yourself in the language.
Okay,
Okay, the next one is sapo.
sapo.
So it can be sapo is a person, and it can be the verb is sapear.
I have no clues. Okay,
No, okay. So the
sape.
translation of a sapo is like a frog, and sapear is
Okay.
like to frog. But basically, we call sapo like when you used to be at high school or at university, and there was this guy. I mean, like everyone, no one studied for the exam, and the teacher didn't remember. And then this guy, the frog, would remind the teacher that you were going to have an exam that day. So that guy was a frog. So we would call that guy a frog in Spanish, un sapo. So it's someone who says to someone else something that he shouldn't have said because it's going to affect some way, somehow, the rest of a community. Okay?
I can't see myself using that.
Yeah, I mean it's weird right now, but I mean sometimes I would very rarely, but in those situations I would do it, even with friends. Like this is such a frog. Like you're such a frog. Why did you say that? Like, or maybe a friend of yours tells your girlfriend that you were hanging out with other girls. And you would call him like, you're a fucking sapo. Why did you tell her? You shouldn't have said that, right? It was for me to say if I wanted to, right? So yeah, something like that. And sapear is the verb. It's just to say something that this person shouldn't have said. Okay, the next one.
Okay,
Te caigo.
I have a photo of something. What does this mean? Pereo al cielo, abuso al suelo.
Perreo al cielo. Perreo al cielo. It's the first time, but I guess what it means. I think what it means. I mean, it's just like, hey, let's party till getting like very crazy. That's how I would understand it.
But what's the abuso al suelo?
Buso,
Abuso?
abuso, abuse to the
Uh,
floor.
okay.
Yeah, who said
Abu.
that?
It was at a club or something this weekend.
But like an advertising thing.
It was just a sign on the wall.
So, perreo al cielo, abuso al suelo. It's just a words, how do we call it? Like when they rhyme in English,
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. But yeah, like crazy partying, I guess. That's what
Okay,
it
so
means.
suelo is, you said suelo is the floor?
Yeah, or the ground.
Okay.
Te caigo. So maybe I'm just chilling at home and I text you or I give you a call and I'm like, hey, Alex, te caigo. Any guess?
The first thing that comes to mind is like te cae, like you fell or something.
Yeah, the translation that would be like, do I follow you? Those are very strange phrases that we use, but basically it's like, hey, do you want me to come over so we can hang out? That's basically
Okay.
what it means. Hey, te caigo. Is to visit someone, basically. Okay, the next one.
Okay.
Pailas. I would use the plural, pailas. Pailas. I guess you know that one, don't you?
Pilas? I've never heard of that.
No,
Pilas?
you haven't. Wow. Okay, this is a huge one, and in English that's like pants. Like, hey, pants. So let's say um, I owe you money, and I tell you, hey, if you don't come to my place to pay you back, pants. I'm sorry, but pants. So that's what we would say in Spanish. Si no vienes a mi casa, bailas. No le pago, no te pago. So it's up to you. If you want me to pay you, I will. But if you come to my place, so if you don't, bailas. I won't pay you. Okay. So it's
Okay.
basically like it's not my problem. I'm sorry, but it's like that. And if you don't agree to my terms, then bailas. Okay. So that's when we use them. We use it very often. Everyone uses it. Yeah, like most of millennials at least. Um, okay, so the next one, estar moscas. This again, estar moscas, is something that I wouldn't use. I think it's something that a very dangerous person who lives downtown would say. Okay, so
Okay.
let's say that you're a drug dealer and and you're just like on the street trying to offer drugs, and then you've got a partner, and this partner you tell him like, hey, the cops have been around, so you've got to be flies. That's basically to be
You've got to be. You said flies.
yeah, to be flies, yeah, to be
Okay.
mosquitoes. So basically what it means like you need to be alert, you need to be
Yeah.
alert of the cops or whatever. It's usually something illegal. This phrase is usually used when we're speaking about something illegal. So you've got to be mosquitoes, you've got to be flies, because otherwise you might be sent to jail if discovered, right? Okay, the next one is cachivaches. I don't use that, and I don't even know what that is. Pecueca. Pecueca is a bad smell. The bad smell that comes from your feet. And there's a fruit that is called like that as well. So you can play with it. Some people call that if you want to be offensive to someone, you might call them like, "Oh, you're a pecueca." it's some sort of an insult. I don't use it, but some people do. So it can be an insult. It can be the smell of your feet when they stink, and it can be a fruit. It's very it smells really good.
Pecueca?
Yes,
Yeah. So
pecueca.
like huele de tu huele de pecueca.
What did you say?
I said tu huele de pecueca.
Huele a pecueca, huele a pecueca,
Yeah,
pecueca.
huele
Say
a pecueca. Pecueca.
pecueca. Yeah, I mean like
Pecueca. Okay, pecueca.
maybe you just met a girlfriend. Like I don't know how to
Like,
say.
okay, okay, yeah, I won't say it.
But I actually imagine you saying this to a girl that you just met, and maybe she's taking her shoes off, and you're like, hey, it smells pecueca. I mean, like, did you put some feet deodorant or like something like that? I don't know. Okay, so huele a pecueca. That's what we would say. I mean, I have bugged some female friends of mine like that. And when they put their shit, when they take their shoes off, I'm like, oh, it smells like pecueca. I mean, like, did you put some deodorant on your feet? And they're like, oh, come on, I don't smell like that. And there is a fruit. Have you ever taken the fruit tour in Medellin?
You said what?
The fruit tour, like where they show you a bunch of
No,
different
that sounded
fruits.
boring.
Seriously, you don't like it? I mean, it's fun. I mean,
Well, I
like,
know I'll never eat fruits ever again, so.
okay, but you should take advantage. They really are very cheap, and they will help your health a lot.
Well, if I have somebody to buy it for me and do it, I need maids and stuff to do everything.
Okay, so vaina, vaina,
Vaina. Vaina.
vaina is like a thing, like a thingy, like hey, I need that thing. I need that thing to be done. Necesito esa vaina ya. It's like, yeah, that thing or that thingy. Like, maybe I told you to bring me, I don't know, some special deodorant or some special wine, and hey, I need you to bring me that thing. So you could replace thing, which is cosa, with vaina, but vaina is sort of kind of demanding, like necesito esa vaina. Usually it's sort of demanding when you use the word vaina. Okay.
Okay.
Sí, hazme el favor y pásame. Have a look at the example. Hazme el favor y pásame esa vaina. Give me that thing, please. Yeah. Okay.
I know you should that thing.
So let's do the pronunciation of this one. Hazme el favor y pásame esa vaina.
Hazme el favor. So, hazme el favor y pásame esa vaina.
I would say hazme el favor de pasarme esa vaina. I would never say that though, but some people do. Si vamos a ir a la vaina de María, pronunciation.
Si vamos a ir a la vaina de María.
Yes, and the dieron le dio una vaina cuando se dio cuenta de lo que estaba pasando. Go ahead.
Which one again? Sorry.
The third sentence. Le dio una vaina cuando se dio cuenta de lo que estaba pasando.
Okay. Le dio una vaina cuando se dio cuenta de lo que estaba pasando. So he almost had an
Yeah.
he almost had an episode.
Yeah, it's like a
Cuando
replacement for stuff that we already know what we're speaking about.
se dio
Okay.
Okay.
Sunga. I like that one. I use it. Do you know what that is? No?
No.
It's basically it's a bitch. And it's when you want to be sort of offensive with the person that you're speaking about. Like maybe you're speaking with some friends and you're like, oh no, yeah, I had this girl I was dating and she's just a sunga. She's one more sunga in the city, something like that. So it's pretty much like another bitch or something like that. But you want to be offensive about Okay. So let's see the examples. No sé si debería salir con esa. Dicen que es una. Go ahead, pronunciation.
So the no say part, the no sé si. So, no sé si deberías salir con esa. Dicen que es una zunga.
So I don't know if I should go out with her. They say she's easy.
And
Yep.
then you tell your friends, yeah.
It's like, who cares? Who cares? Play with everything but the heart. So okay.
Can you scroll up again to the, was it the mime word? Was it abrace or
Ahora sí.
abrace?
As in,
Abrace. Yeah.
like beat it, like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, ahora sí. That's ahora sí. Yes. And we also call them grillas. This is a good one. A cricket, a female cricket. It's so funny. We call women, easy women crickets, female crickets. Like, esa vieja es una grilla, like, puta. And like, hey, do you know that girl? Esa vieja es una grilla, like, puta. Esa vieja es una grilla, like,
Esa vieja es una grilla.
like, puta.
So una grilla.
Yeah, like hey, that girl. Now we don't call girls mujeres or chicas. We call all of them all women, which is vieja. Okay.
Okay.
If you actually mean like an old woman, you would say a little old woman, which is a viejita.
Viejita.
The same goes for men. Like we call every man man in Spanish. Like, hey, who's that guy? You would say, ¿quién es ese man?
Okay.
¿Quién es ese man? But if you want to say like no man, you would say viejito as well. Viejito, like little, small, tiny old man. Okay, so no sé si debería salir con él. Es que es una zunga. Pillo. Do you know what pillo is?
Pillo. No.
You must memorize this one very well because a pillo is usually a hitman. It's usually someone who's you should be careful about. Like it's someone who has something to do with drugs and killing, and it's dangerous. So if you ever
only know sicario.
Yeah, but I mean, a sicario is usually more related to just killing. Okay. And I would never use sicario. I think that's sort of old-fashioned. Although some people still use it. I have never used sicario, but some of my old aunts and my grandparents, they used to use it. But right now we say more pillo. It's more common to hear pillo than sicario. Okay. So yeah, that's basically someone who's dangerous. And if you ever listen to this word like in a disco, like, oh, that girl is a pillo's girlfriend, or is a pillo's sort of lover, you should stay out of that, away from that girl. Let's go on.
Yeah, because guys are crazy here.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Hacer una vuelta. So any idea what that means?
To make a turn.
To
go back or something. To go back on your word.
The translation of that is basically to make a lap. To make a lap as in a racing lap. Something like that. How do you like to score a lap? How do you say that in English? Like to score a lap, to make a lap, to do a lap when you're racing. How do you say it in English?
How do you say make a lap?
Okay. Yeah, I mean like let's see that.
Yeah, it's make a lap like you were gonna like watch people watch or something. Like okay. You're walking down the street or something.
Well, but basically the meaning in Spanish is to run an errand. Hacer una vuelta is run an errand. Okay. So let's do the pronunciation of the previous one. Ese Jairo es un pillo, deja de andar con él. Go ahead.
Sorry, can you say, my mom was talking to me. What'd you say?
Ese
Ese
Jairo.
Jairo. Ese Jairo. What's a Jairo?
Jairo is it's a name.
Okay. Ese Jairo es un pillo. Deja de andar con él. Deja de andar con él. Stop him. Okay.
That Jairo is a rascal. A rascal is like a hitman, or like a killer.
Oh, rascal is like just somebody who causes trouble. Like you could, like it's more as like as you're a kid, like you use it for a kid who's like young and like, oh, that little rascal, he's like always getting into trouble.
Okay, I
so
would
rascal
more than
then it has no, that doesn't make sense if it's what you're saying.
No, I would say it's more than that. I mean, if someone ever says that it's a pillo, I would say it's dangerous. I would stay away from that guy as much as possible. Like, because it's like that. Like, he's a troublemaker because he knows he's dangerous. So he's sort of like, he knows that he can have his way because he's probably carrying a gun or a knife. So yeah, it's better to just stay away. And the very last one, the pronunciation, claro, voy para allá, déjame hacer una vuelta primero. Go ahead, pronunciation.
Okay. Claro, voy para allá, déjame hacer una vuelta primero.
Yeah, so sure, I'll go in a second. Let me do this first. So let me just, or I'll just run this errand first before going.
Déjame hacer una vuelta.
Yes, like let me do, or let me run an errand first. I'll go. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we had arranged to, let me just stop the recording for a bit and